He realised that he didn't want to scare you into thinking there was spiders in the house. So then he was like, oh, actually,
Wait,
there was no...
So you did actually...
Better sweaty palms
So you did actually find it? Why are you Would it start with you?
Kill me now.
What would you remove from existence?
Well, I've got a massive load here, Klein Dogs, right?
You got a whole list?
Yeah,
He's got a
massive
big
list.
load.
1 second. At the top of my list is Kleiny Darrell.
Oh.
So,
Whoa!
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 Did I say that out loud? I was reading in my head.
Start
when I-
micing myself.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what I've got a problem with. I own some, which is very hypocritical, okay? But pockets with no zips and buttons, okay?
Oh, man.
They do my absolute Sweden.
But you haven't got zips on your...
now.
You haven't even got zips on them pockets.
Yeah, I know, these are like clothing.
Oh, they're great. The best
Best ones ever.
ones ever.
No, but these actually work because they've got a pocket here, but it's got a fold over.
Flap.
So with the flap, it helps keep stuff in. My issue, right, is that I don't lose anything, yeah? However, if there's ever one of those moments where the heart skips a beat, it will be because something's fallen out of a pocket where it hasn't got a lock on it properly. And
Okay.
you, my friend, are an absolute disgrace
You're a nightmare, Kleins.
when it
but
comes
it's
to
not my
losing
fault.
anything.
Like, if these had zips on, then
You would leave the zip undone and
no,
lose
I
it.
wouldn't. I'll be honest with you. I bought a pair of shorts the other week because when we went Ibiza, I
Yeah.
wanted a pair of shorts that had zips on, so I knew I couldn't lose anything.
Oh,
so I'm
clever.
with you.
Well done,
I am
mate.
with you. But can I just say one thing?
Go on.
Why have they not invented swimming trunks with zips? That for me is a big one.
Swimming trunks with zips.
I know you're kind of going more like broad with it.
That
but
makes sense to
like,
do that,
I think
because-
just in general there should be swimming trunks because when you go on holiday,
I was going to say...
you know, you probably got a bit more like a
Yeah.
bit more vulnerable.
Yeah.
But Woody's
Do
a
you know what I
man. Woody's a bit of a man purse guy
Oh,
now.
you have a man bag?
Do what?
You have a man bag?
Yeah.
Brings one to work.
I've always got my bag with me. It's got all my
No,
bits
no,
in
I
it.
thought you meant like a.
Oh,
no.
no, he's got a holder.
Sorry to anyone who wears them, but I think they're absolutely Jordan Henderson.
We're on about the bags that go across people's shoulders, which they're using at the minute. Like
They're
a lot
okay.
of them.
They're okay.
I'm not a fan.
No.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not a fan of them. But Woody
Yeah.
Woody isn't the type of guy to use his swim shorts with his phone and everything in, are you? You take your holdall, I don't know what you call it.
It's a wash bag.
So,
It's basically a wash bag, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
But it's not that
But
one.
that's nothing to do with zips on pockets and stuff. Like, here's the thing. Here it is.
Here it is.
Right.
here it is. Straight from the horse's
For
mouth.
me, sometimes they need to make the pockets a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing worse than having a shallow pocket with no zip on.
True.
Yeah. And number two, I'm okay with jeans because obviously jeans they catch everything.
Yeah, well,
they
they're
don't
str-
need the zips on.
But they're tight.
It's
They're-
tight as bramble,
Yeah.
isn't it? So you
They're
can't.
There's
tight.
just something about they just need to add a zip on most tracks you've got.
I also think from a design perspective that sometimes a zip,
It's a look.
it might cheapen
Yeah.
the look of the bottoms, although it adds more value.
Or you could
may
just,
cheapen
You
them.
could do what Joe does and just have you like clip it on, like put your keys on a clip.
Yeah, Joe's the old clipper, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
What,
have
you
you
gonna
got
clip-
them on now, Joe? You clipped on now?
Yeah,
Strapped?
but that's because he clips them on something where he's got an area where a belt would pass through. You haven't got an area a belt would pass through on your
So
track.
just walk into shot just to show.
Yeah,
like-
but he's not wearing trackies.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Then,
so-
then
yeah.
you kind of hit with another dilemma, aren't you?
It's a bit flawed, that like Joe's thing there, isn't it?
Yeah, I see what you're
But
saying.
on the whole, I think I'd probably add zips to everything.
Yeah. So, Woody, so that's your first one. Existence.
Yeah, because you can make them look like they haven't got zips
You're
as
just
well.
removing,
You can do that.
You're just
I've seen
removing
them.
pockets.
Do what?
You're just removing pockets without zips from existence.
Yeah,
So they're never to be a thing.
yeah, or making sure that there's always zips,
No,
which we're
because
not allowed to do.
No,
Well, you have to remove
remove something.
No. So I said removing pockets that don't have zips.
Yeah.
is my
Exactly.
actual-
So you're removing
But then
pockets
that would
from.
be someone from
Not
work
pockets?
all
No,
of your
without
trousers in
zips.
their pockets right now.
Sorry.
All of your trousers wouldn't have pockets.
They would have pockets.
So
They would
much
just have
worse.
zips.
No, but that's not. You said you would. What would you remove?
I'd remove all pockets that don't have zips. So make sure it's got a zip on it.
Oh,
And
so
if you
you're
carry on talking, I'm going to add a zip to your lips. So zip it.
He's
Buddy.
trying to find flaws in your sentence there. That's what
Yeah.
he's trying. He's nitpicking,
No,
wasn't he?
you're nitpicking. Very pedantic of you.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if we were allowed to replace things. I thought we were just removing.
Well, yes, but he's given alternate.
No, he's removing, but then what would end up happening then is that then every pocket would have zips.
Nice.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
Daryl, what are you removing from existence?
Forever.
The thought process that Sundays is a day off for everyone.
Okay.
It shouldn't be, right?
I don't think it is though.
Well, for a lot of industries, it is. Like my doctors.
Yeah.
Been trying to get a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
I film Monday to Friday for the most part. Can't get an appointment on a Sunday. Why aren't the doctors working on a Sunday?
What about Saturday?
Not open then either.
Really?
But Sunday's worse.
What do you mean doctors don't work on a Saturday?
My doctors don't.
Are you so you're talking about like your GP?
Well, not just, it's not personal to him.
What's his name? Go on.
No,
Call him out.
he's just helped me out. He's just done me a solid.
Yeah, because let's clarify, doctors and nurses and all that do work on a Saturday and Sunday.
Sorry, I'm
that's just an
nitpicking.
example. I'm just nitpicking.
You're
You're talking about your
nitpicking.
GP.
I'm not just talking about my GP, but Sundays in general is treated as a day off. I want
Right.
to remove that thought process
Right.
that Sunday is a day off.
Oh, okay.
Because there's services that we are required to use and sometimes only available for us at the weekend, right?
Okay.
As in us because of our
Just-
working
just
schedule.
in general, I'm talking about
I do know
us.
what you mean, because if you've got like errands to do, like I don't
Yeah.
know, say it's I don't know, a council tax bill or something like that.
Okay, you wanna
It's
call
like
the
you have
council
to
and
do
pay
it.
it.
You have to do it on a weekday when everyone's normally working, so you
Yeah.
have to kind of do it in your working day. Whereas sometimes you want to do it on a weekend. You're right there, lad.
But
Do you
he's
know what I mean?
Currently eating.
Yeah, like sometimes you want to kind of do your errands on a Sunday,
Yeah, and
but you can't.
And
because
just
a
simple
lot of
things
are
as
shut
well.
down.
It's just like, let's remove that mindset. Like supermarkets shut at 4 p.m. on a Sunday.
I think that's a living out these ways thing. Though I think in London, I think you're pretty good.
Oh, let's just globalise this though. And
Okay.
make this a global thing. Let's
Fine.
remove the mindset that Sunday is a day of rest.
I'll buy
Like,
into that.
And I
You
have
know,
some-
it was futuristic. Well, they were. Was in United Arab Emirates, mate.
No, but
Over there, they was working on Sundays.
they was working Sundays, but they had Saturdays off.
Joe, you seem like you're
Which is fine if you're in an industry that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's what, like doctors, fine, take Tuesday off. Everyone's at work. Stay open on Sunday.
stay open Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, or I got another.
But when do they get their weekend then?
I've got another
no, but
solution.
it's on a rotation
If you're in-
system.
if you're
It's on a
in-
rotation.
Oh, so it's right for you to have yours.
Would.
Oh, the
It's on a
rotation
rotation
system.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Employ more staff.
I'm
Yeah.
not in an industry that serves people. It's not like if we're not here on Saturday, Sunday. It's not like people going, oh, now I can't do anything because we're planning on it.
And by the way, we're still uploading on Saturday and Sunday.
People do have that
Yeah.
that situation happen though. If we stopped uploading, people would be froze.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to do with their lives.
We're still uploading
Yeah.
Saturdays and Sundays. Like we're still providing our
We are
service
still operational,
of
aren't we?
enjoyment for the public.
I hear you.
So I just wish that the mindset of the weekends off for everyone would stop. And
But you
those-
mean more so in like stuff that serves the people.
Yeah,
So you want to serve the people.
I want the people to be happy.
Yeah. So you're people's like you're the
I'm the
people's
people.
champ.
I'm the people's champ.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, I can buy into that.
I'll tell you what then, because we didn't even vote on my one. Were you happy?
No, we
Yeah,
were
I was
happy.
happy.
We were
Oh,
happy
okay.
to have the
So
zips.
now going on to Daryl's one, are you happy with that? I think I'm with that.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And I'm not trying to say that
Buying
people
into
should be.
that.
I'm not trying to say people should be overworked. I think that we should maybe just employ more staff
Rotation
members.
system.
Bit of a rota.
Bit of a roast.
Keep it a bit of a Pep Guardiola system.
Okay,
to
in that
just
case.
rotate in and out,
Yeah.
and just keep everyone happy and provide services that applies for everyone.
Okay, Fran, J-Bone, you're in on Sunday. You can have Tuesday off. You got
No.
a problem with it?
No.
Speak to HR.
Only one of them can have Tuesday off.
Yeah,
It's a
only one.
rotation
Sorry.
system.
It's a rotation.
Fran,
Yeah.
you're in on a Tuesday. J-Bone, Wednesday. You're both in on Sunday.
I like it.
So we see Fran next Tuesday.
Yes,
Fine.
that's
Yeah.
exactly what I was thinking.
Any issues, speak to HR.
They don't care.
They might come down here, and we're in a
Kick
world
off.
of bother.
Well,
Are
yeah.
we going to kick off?
Can you kick off?
I'm going to go.
You wanna go?
Do you know what? I'm thinking, I keep reflecting on it.
Go on.
I'm actually okay how it is.
Really?
It works pretty well for me. I don't have any issues.
Yeah, but
any
your
problems
doctor's is
with it.
open on Sunday as well,
It
isn't it?
is. The only day they close on Christmas Day, and I tell you what, absolute uproar from me when they are.
No, but well, okay. Well, do
Yeah,
you,
no,
want,
just-
do you want everything open on Christmas Day as well?
No,
Oh.
people deserve a rest there. It's one day a year, a day a week.
Okay, yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm actually okay with it. It doesn't really affect my life. It's been going all right over these
What about
years.
what about like
Got used to
supermarkets
it.
closing at 4 p.m. and stuff like that? Or
Well, just make
some
sure you're down
places
there
even
before then.
shut.
Yeah, but surely that's enough time for you to get in there, innit?
Depends what the plans are.
Well, yeah, but you want everyone to rely on your plans being in the right position,
just
so they
don't-
have to be open.
Imagine you set the scene. It's Sunday. You're making Sunday dinner. It's like 5 o'clock. You're like, I need some more carrots. Oh well, we can't have carrots tonight.
You
Yeah.
can just go to a something extra, which I can't say because
Everywhere closes.
Everywhere closes. It's done.
no, it doesn't.
That's-
Do you want to bet?
Yeah.
Oh, do you really want to bet?
You don't want to go toe to toe on this fact.
Around the corner from me, it's open till 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I'll just drive to Welling then every time I need.
No, but it's not the only one. It's an extra.
Hypothetically, let's just imagine they all closed at 4.
Yeah.
Most of them do.
And even socially, like, let's say, you get, like, oh, want to go to the gym, say, right? Gym shuts at 4, my gym, on a Sunday.
Mine don't. Mine's actually 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Really sounds like he's conquered every hurdle.
Mine is downstairs. No,
But your old gym?
Pump Gym
Yeah.
was open all the time.
Yeah, it actually was. I
It
forgot
never
about that.
closed. I went there on Christmas Day.
No,
Conquered it again.
you didn't go there Christmas Day.
I did.
Why did you Christmas Day?
No, I'm a weird guy, man.
You didn't, did you?
Oh,
You didn't
So
go.
you didn't go gym on Christmas Day.
I did.
Why would you go to...
I was on the vibe, man. If you in life, you've got to just go for it.
No, but on Christmas Day.
Yeah, Joe. What's the problem? You want everyone to be
That
on
must have
normal
been
day
a
on Sunday.
boring Christmas Day.
I've got a
Wow.
problem with you having Christmas days off, mate.
Wow.
Wow,
Was it busy?
No, it'd
It
been
was,
the only
actually.
poor sod in it, I think.
It was busier than you thought it would be.
Really?
Yeah, you thought it'd be like ghost town. It really weren't.
Wow.
Yeah, people were like going in there, doing a bit, thinking I can have an extra pork pie.
Is that why you went there? You was like in the mindset of
No, I was definitely playing on my mind. I definitely got into that place where I was like, I got to do this in order to like make sure I'm okay to eat what I want on Christmas Day.
you wouldn't have done that, would you?
I don't even go to gym on a Monday, let alone Christmas Day.
Your fitness journey starts Saturday, I've heard.
I don't know. I might just, let's
eh?
not talk about that now. Let's, stop with my weight and stuff. He's always on
No,
Right, okay.
I was trying to inspire you.
Removing from existence.
I'm keeping it.
I'm removing.
I'm keeping it exactly where it is. I think it's fine.
I'm not. I'm with Daryl.
Let's just crack on with life.
So how did it work? If I remember from part 1, because obviously this is part 2, because you guys all wanted this,
Yeah.
because like you loved it apparently, which we enjoyed it. But part 1, everyone had to agree, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I'm not going to agree with it. I'm sorry.
Fine. We're
Fine.
keeping it.
Keeping things as they are.
Keeping things as they
I
are.
think they work quite well.
So my next one is I would remove
Your next one? It's your first one.
my first one. I think, okay, I'm going to go a little more thingy with this one. I would remove spiders.
I understand that, to be fair for you.
I know that's really
That's
sad.
a bad idea, though.
Yeah, there's stuff that
What
could go
would be
wrong.
6 or 7 feet under with flies and insects and what have you if it weren't for spiders
I don't agree with that.
in the workplace?
Is that a fact?
I don't
I
think.
believe so.
I don't think the listeners or watchers understand the scale of your phobia.
Yes.
I think you really need to dive in deep to how bad It
Well,
really is.
number one, I had therapy about it.
Yeah. Still going for it.
And
right?
number two, I had like pest control come in, just make sure the house was completely lock off.
But
So I think I would remove spiders because I just don't like them, and it's really weird how like. People
Can
don't.
you
And I
remove
think
them without having an effect like what could happen?
No, if you remove spiders, the spiders kill so many pests that would kill humans.
You see?
Then spiders have extinct pests that would have just wiped humans out.
so
That's a load of BS.
spiders are protecting us, really. But you lose sleep over it, don't
Spiders
you?
are not protecting us.
Well, they are.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently, according to Google.
What are they protecting us from? A fly?
I'm reading as quick as I can.
A fly. More than a fly.
What, flies are going to kill us?
Clients, do you want to talk about
No.
your spider checks? Like
Yeah.
how bad?
Conkers. Conkers everywhere.
Conkers everywhere.
Oh, you go to Cliney's house and there's conkers everywhere, first of all.
Yeah, because conkers keep spiders away, apparently.
Yeah. You do a spider check before you go to sleep each night.
Yeah.
What
I
does
think
that
that's a
consist
myth.
of?
Yeah, it probably is.
Conkers.
What does your spider check consist of?
Checking behind the pillows, checking behind the bed, checking in the sheets, checking in all the corners of the room,
You would have lost your mind the other day.
checking the bathroom, checking just literally checking the
Yeah.
whole room. Why would have I lost my mind?
You would have lost your mind the other day
Why?
because like, I sorted out the clothes and like
Which clothes?
which were here and folded them up, and as I did that, there was nothing.
Is this when you make yourself cry? You actually had me hook, line and sinker there. I was like, oh.
there's two sides to this story. The first is that there might not have actually been anything, and he said it for a joke. Or the second is he realised that he didn't want to scare you into thinking there was spiders in the house. So then he was like, "Oh, actually,
Wait,
there
you're
was
saying
no."
so you did actually?
Bare sweaty palms now.
So you did actually find? Why are you?
He's gonna cry. I think I've rumbled
mate,
woods in. There was a spider.
Was there?
What? He's lying to you.
I'm so confused.
He's definitely.
He's proper gone.
Woods, how big was the spider that weren't there? How big was it?
How big?
Nothing. You rumbled me. You got me.
Oh, really? So
What?
there was actually.
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
Can you just show Kleiny how big the spider was
How
that
big?
wasn't there?
Well, in here.
How big was it now?
I think from about that big, I'll just see.
Wait, was it thick or was it
The spider that weren't there, was it thick or thin?
thick or thin? Thick or thin? And what was it in there?
I got snot now.
Was it in the clothes? Because that's where they like to hide.
You know that's where they like to hide. That was where they was hiding.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that.
And
Hadn't it showed me the size?
do I have to?
Yeah.
I think including its legs, it probably spanned about that. To be fair.
Oh, that's not
Oh,
big.
it's not too big then.
That's not big. But how thick were the legs?
Had he been working out?
Because I
Had he been,
Gym on Christmas Day.
had he been to the gym on Christmas Day?
yeah,
Wait, did I say not including legs or
I don't
including
mind
them?
the skinny spiders. It's the thick spiders. You know, the big, horrible.
It had a bit of a back
mean-looking
on it.
ones. Yeah.
Actually, no. The legs must have been bigger then. It must have. Oh yeah. So what are we talking? Oh, you
The
have to
whole
include
size
the
of
legs
spider,
as
not
well.
the body. Like including
Oh,
the
it's
legs.
probably about that big.
It's fairly big. I wouldn't like that. Was it skinny though? If it's skinny, it's fine.
Very dark.
Yeah, mean looking. Did it have eyes that you could see?
Oh, you would have had that.
Didn't really get eye contact. I'll be honest.
Did you not?
It was off in a jiffy.
Was it?
It shot
So what
off,
did you do
mate.
with it?
What did your ones do? They just stop and look at you.
Yeah, well, one of them dived at me.
The one what?
One of them jumped at me.
Jumped on you.
Yeah,
Jumped
you know,
at me.
With a knife.
Yeah.
No,
He jumped you.
you're not in Spider-Man the film.
No, I swear to you, it was on the wall.
And
And
it's
it jumped at me.
jumped off the wall.
At me. And have you ever seen a spider jump?
Just in the movies.
No, I swear
And
to
it
you.
wears a red suit.
There was a spider in my house. that
Your current
jumped,
house?
And I see it jump twice. So that's how I know it definitely jumped and it weren't just in my head.
He jumped.
Because I weren't just making up a scenario in my head. So, okay, this is what the spider done. So, you've got like a sink. You know the sink? You know, like it goes up, and
Yeah.
you get the soaps up on that bit.
Yeah.
Would you call that like
Ledge.
the ledge? Yeah?
bit, yeah.
Right, so the spider's in the sink, and it jumps from in the sink up to by the soaps.
Right.
And you're talking about that.
And that's why Spider-Man in the movies
No,
can
no,
jump
no.
well. No, I'm saying because he's got characteristics of a spider, and spiders jump.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Why remove them from existence?
Yeah, I know, but if we remove them,
I
we
don't
have
think
an
there'd be. I think there'd be more people that would be happy to remove
You're
spiders from
probably right.
existence.
You're probably
and by the
right.
way, I'm not saying kill them and stuff like that.
No.
What I'm saying
Just remove 'em.
is that just they're gone. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? There's no more.
What Google did say is your house would be very overrun with general insects. There aren't spiders, but if there aren't spiders, the population of insects will like quadruple.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
because
that would-
I don't like flies.
Like
Oh,
flies
right.
and bugs and stuff like that, there'll just be loads of insects everywhere.
like surely.
I don't know. If, I
Like, you
just
get
get
the
pest
odd
control. When you
spider.
get pest control and you just spray up, and then
Spiders are pest control.
they're not.
They are.
They're natural pest control.
What spiders do is they trespass in your own property,
Yeah.
and you don't want them to be there, but they're there. Period.
They're like squatters, aren't they?
Yeah, and
They
they're
just come into any part of
and
your
they're
house and take
sneaky.
it.
That's the thing about
Yeah.
spiders. They're sneaky. You know, flies are not sneaky.
Yeah, this is
But
the
they're
problem. Though.
fast.
If you Google,
I
like,
don't want.
what would happen.
let's believe everything that's on Google.
Well, no, it's just what happens in life.
You know, you've just read that on Google, and apparently our houses are going to be having 10,000 flies in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So apparently.
Good.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I've gone off topic. So
No, I don't think you have. I think you're covering
Listen.
the topic.
listen, I'm telling you now, spiders need to be removed from existence. I'm
You should-
sorry, whoever that upsets, but all in favour?
I reckon we could work.
Is there
with
any
you on this.
backlash here from the flies and stuff or not? No consequences.
No, but that's the thing. There would be,
That's what we're saying. You can overrun the flies and bugs.
and that's the thing for me, Daz, is that
I think they got
any insect I can't stand really, right? But I'm not removing them because I know they're part of the food chain. Yeah.
I'm keeping. I hate to say it, and I'm really resistant to do this, but I'm gonna have to keep spiders. Gonna have to.
I
Miles off it.
well, no, I understand why though. Like it's a part
Because
of.
of the backlash
Yeah.
that comes with it, with all the flies and stuff. I'd rather a
You just get
spider
pest control and just spray up your whole house, nothing can come in.
mud thing. Yeah.
Nah, but then they'll be
You might
swarming
convince
outside as well. There'll be if that's what gets inside your house. Imagine how many extra ones there'll be outside your house.
So what we're
Oh,
saying is
mate.
that spiders are murderers.
No,
Yeah, because they're killing everything.
well,
It's true.
humans.
They're killing everything,
humans
and
kill
I'm all
cows.
for animal rights. So I don't want no more spiders making any more murders in this world. I believe everything should exist apart from spiders.
Oh man,
I'm joking, by the way. Please.
I know.
I'm
Yeah.
really on the fence here
What?
because of the backlash.
I'm on the fence a little bit, and
Don't be on the fence.
because ultimately,
Spiders.
like, we know what this is to Klein dogs. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if there was no backlash, of course,
Yeah,
we
of
would
course,
like them
yeah.
to be removed. But
For sure.
there is backlash. Okay, we've got to take it for what it is. Ultimately, all right. We can't change that. If you do that, that we're going to have massive infestations of other bugs, and we're going to be in trouble.
Blah, blah,
All because we've gotten rid of it. And then you'll be like, oh, I wish those spiders had come back. I could deal with just one every now and again.
No.
That's what would happen.
You never heard me complain about a fly.
But you have me.
No, I haven't.
Flies do me in.
Flies do me. Oh,
Just get a few scented candles, you're fine.
Scented candles.
What's that stuff called?
Citronella.
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 So get some citronella and you'll be fine. Anyway, okay, all in favour of getting rid of spiders out of existence.
I'm gonna have to keep them.
Oh, Joe's got rid of them. Joe,
Okay.
you like the infestation? You found all about it.
Oh, I'm just the researcher. I hate
I'm-
spiders.
I'm gonna keep spiders. Sorry, clients.
Okay, right, we're keeping spiders then.
I'm going to keep spiders
Fine.
with Daryl, sorry.
Fine.
But if you have any issues with spiders, because we're keeping them now, me and Daryl will come round, just call us. We'll
Woody
sort
actually come around your house about 3:30 in the morning once to get a spider.
Yeah.
it. The funniest thing though, when I
It's
walked
huge.
in, he left the door open at the front for me to walk in, and he was standing there,
Keeping an eye on
watching
it.
it, keeping an eye on
Because
it,
I can't lose it.
because he couldn't.
Well, that's the thing. They
lose.
move quick, didn't they?
Yeah.
And you take your eyes off them, they're gone.
That's what I mean, they're sneaky.
I was a good friend that night.
You would. You've done really well.
You've done really well.
Thank you.
Cheers, bro.
What are you removing next? What?
Aggie receptionists.
Oh, mate.
Right, when I go to the doctors, yeah, I just want a nice person to sit there and be like, oh, hi there, Miss Wood, how are you today? You okay? It's almost like you shouldn't be there. Or you walk into a school, into my son's school or something. I hope no one listens to this now. But it's like, what are you doing here? What is like there's always an issue or something.
Why are receptionists like that?
I feel uncomfortable sometimes.
In the same-
Sometimes, like, don't get me wrong, it's not all,
No,
okay? Because
no.
there are nice receptionists at my son's school.
You're just removing the Aggie ones.
Yeah, the Aggie ones. Like, there's no need to be so angry and Aggie with life. Like,
Why? I remember at school when our receptionist at the school we went to was like really aggy. I'm pretty sure.
Really? I can't
But
remember.
why
that.
are they? Are we talking about all receptionists?
no, I think there's
Is it
no.
just
Oh
the
no,
school
no,
receptionists?
no, only Aggie ones.
Only aggy receptionists.
Yeah, because there's
there are
nice ones
nice
as well.
ones.
Yeah.
I had quite a few nice ones as well. Like the schools that I worked in and stuff like that. They were really sweet. But there are Aggie ones.
In the same category, do you know who else I feel fits
it's like
in
good
this
cop,
category?
bad cops.
Is when you go to a designer store and the people working there,
Yeah.
they're a bit snotty sometimes, aren't
I know what you mean.
they? Like
Some will accept him and some of them will look at you and
Yeah, and
start
just
judging
look-
you and be like, who
yeah.
are you to judge me?
and I
Yeah.
feel like some receptionists might be the same. It's like
Yeah.
judging you.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Well, I'm here because my son's not very well and I'm taking him home.
There you go. Exactly.
I see what you're saying.
It's like,
Oh.
well, how did you know that? Well, because you called me?
You call me.
No, that was her. All right. Well, she can stay. She's a nice one. You can.
Go on. It happens a lot though, doesn't it? You go somewhere.
It's like. It's, yeah.
Why are you here?
I'd remove them.
Oh, they can go.
Yeah.
Shut up. Is that 2 out of 2 for me?
I'd remove them.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
2 out of 2 for me.
I think there's a lot of things I'd remove in this world.
I'm buzzing
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, but that's a good strike rate from me.
I just think it's easy. It's harder to be Aggie than it is to be nice. I think, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Being nice, it costs nothing.
Although I wonder whether
It's very
like
positive.
they're Aggie because they get so much.
Well, that's the other
Yeah.
thing, Woods. Oh, let's flip this for a sec. It might be Aggie people who, to them. So
Yeah.
then they've got their backup.
I can tell you
Yeah.
a really funny story actually at my son's school, right? This is funny. So when he first started,
Yeah.
he was in reception, and Bailey's like, especially like younger years, even now he's quite sensitive at times, isn't he?
Uh-huh.
And like, he was a bit upset and what have you, wanted to deal with it. Like he was being spoken to in a certain way by a said teacher and what have you, and he wasn't very happy about it. So I was like, right, if it continues, I'll go and speak to him to be like, look, can you just be a little bit more tactful the way you're speaking to my son, because obviously he's taking it a little bit deeper than the way you think it's probably being received.
Uh-huh.
So I get to the gate and I press the buzzer, because you can't get in because it's obviously all security, isn't it, and what have you, yeah? So I press the buzzer. And the lady picks up and said, oh yeah, just I need to speak to someone about my son. She went, okay, regarding, well, I'm just a little bit disappointed in something. I want to speak to the head teacher. Yeah, but what about? And I was like, well, if you open up the gate, I can come and talk to you about it and what have you, and then we can go through it. Yeah, but you have to tell me a little bit. And I'm talking to an intercom here. And by this point, I'm getting a little bit warm. Do you know what I mean? As you do. And I'm being like, okay, look, I'm going to break it down for you. My wife has been getting fobbed off time and time again from you guys. She went, excuse me, sir, can you mind your language? I went, mind my language? She went, don't swear. And I said, swear? I said fobbed off. She thought I said
Yeah.
I'm getting with this, she thought I said, right? So I'm like, now I'm having to prove myself that I didn't swear at her. Now I feel that she thinks I'm being rude.
How'd you prove it?
Well, I can't, so well, the only way I do is manage to get through the gate to speak to her. And so I just want to make it quite clear to you. I said fobbed off.
What does fobbed mean?
As in, just kept getting fobbed off.
It basically means
fobbed off. It's no, could be like angry.
Okay, but fobbed
Yeah.
off.
Fobbed off is like,
Barged.
I'm trying. I want you to help me. And
Dismissed.
You're like, yeah.
Dismissive.
Dismissed. Fobbed
Oh,
off.
yeah.
Like
Dismissed.
rubbished off. Like just go away. Go away.
Yeah.
Or like it'll be okay.
Yeah.
And never getting it done.
Yeah.
And that was happening to Lou. So I was like, I've gone down there, and then I've put that across, and then she was like, started telling me off for swearing. I was like, you've got this so wrong, way off the mark. Aggie receptionist.
Oh God, yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
Removed.
So we're removing Aggie receptionists.
Yeah.
I
Making
think
them
so.
happy.
Yeah. Sorry if the story wasn't as funny.
No, I thought that was a good story.
No.
I was hoping that there was going to be a bit more to it, like, but
You was hoping what I was going to go down sparks on.
No. No violence.
Can't
no
do that.
violence. I'd remove violence
Remove
from
what?
existence.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
would
a
be
good one.
nice.
Yeah.
That's clever, that.
But that wasn't one of my ones.
No, fair enough.
So I do like watching the UFC, and that's violent. So
Yeah, but that's competitive
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In a professional manner.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're professionally trained, and it's
Okay.
it's all in good jest.
So we all agreed on that, have we?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well done, Woods. Go on, Daz.
And if the receptionist is watching this, okay, fobbed off is
I thought you were going to apologise then.
No, she should be apologising to me.
I've got two,
Yeah.
but I think I'm going to go with waiting at airports.
Oh,
I
Go
don't
on.
get it. It's just like, it's 2022. We should be able to walk through, show someone our passport, check the bag in,
Fair play.
that gets on the flight quickly, and then within half hour you're on the flight.
but that's still waiting, though. That's still waiting.
What?
Half hour.
Not 3 or 2. Like, by the time you get through and do everything, because you want to make sure it's safe for everyone on the flight. I get that you need to be checked, like to make sure no one's taking anything dangerous. So through airport security, straight onto the flight.
I think
Go.
it used to be like that back in the day.
Yeah, I think it used to be as well. But I don't understand now, with the size of these airports, why you have to go through and then sit around for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
So they can get your bag on.
But surely by 2022 it should just be in.
Well, look, ultimately, if your face has got face recognition and all of that sort of stuff, and you can go into an Amazon store, walk around, there's no one in there, you just take things off shelves, put them in your bag, and you can walk out the door because
Yeah.
it's all scanned, this, that, and the other. And if you can do that sort of stuff, why can't you just walk through the doors at an airport and then know that you're going away because you've booked tickets?
Imagine,
I
right?
still think they'd need to do airport scanning checks. And
That's
stuff.
fine, but why don't they do them at the gates then? Right? I've just thought of a new system on the spot.
Oh, groundbreaking.
They do in other countries and it's awful.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Because it happened to me in Prague. They don't, because we went right through and they were like, oh, they haven't checked us once, they haven't done anything. It was like, we literally walked right through to boarding, and it's as you get on the plane they check, and then it's stress. Everyone's stressing because it's like, the plane's leaving in 30 minutes and I've got a problem with my luggage. It's like, well, the plane's going to go, and if you have a problem, then it just goes about it. Whereas if you do it 2 hours before, you can be in customs for
no.
the rest of the plane.
Yeah.
But imagine there's.
But I quite like the experience of playing.
I don't. I'm just waiting around.
Bit of shopping and all that.
So you queue up to check your bag in, then you queue up again to get searched, and then you queue up again to get on the plane. Why don't we just have all three in one area, and then you just get on the plane?
I just think like Joe. I just don't think it's reasonable what you're asking.
I think I could sort that out, and also I'm not.
I think I could sort that out.
How are you going to sort it out?
Picturing
How are you going to sort
Daryl.
the spiders out? Like if you want to be petty.
Well, that's a bit silly. You just remove them all.
Well, that's what I'm removing the waiting at airports. That's all I'm asking for.
He's just making it
That's a good point.
a seamless experience.
It's the book.
Okay.
So,
Remove it then.
okay.
Do you know this is my favourite subject, what we remove from it? I love it. It's a great podcast.
If we
I've
can just
enjoyed it.
remove waiting at airports, everyone will be happier.
Yeah.
And I also think they'd sell more tickets because it puts people off, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well,
someone said to me, "Oh, do you want to go away next weekend?" And realistically, I didn't have to miss any filming time. I'd think, "Oh no," because all the waiting around. And
Why
you
don't
can't
you
have
just
lava.
then just remove travelling all in all? Just go to time travel.
Oh,
Because
this happened before.
Because if we remove time travel, that's not realistic whatsoever.
And removing spiders is?
Could be. It could be done. You've removed all the spiders from your house, haven't you? So
No,
if
not
everyone,
technically, there's still spiders
if
around.
everyone had pest control, then we'd all be fine,
I think
no?
this podcast is flawed.
I think you may have found a flaw in our podcast.
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
That's because we're the world's worst podcast.
Let's stay on topic. Go on.
So removing waiting at the
Yeah.
airport, yes or no? Woody said he quite enjoys it. So
Yeah, I quite like the experience in terms of going. But the thing is now, a
ag for
long
me.
haul flight is you're spending, like, you need to basically leave 3 hours from the moment you park your car up. You need 3 hours to be able to enjoy the experience. And what I mean by that is obviously get from the parking area, get into the thing, check in, check your bags in, get your tickets, move through into through security, and then you're in the lounges and what have you. You only leave yourself sometimes a half hour. Like, we were running late for our last holiday, like, by taking a wrong turning off the M25 for Heathrow. By the time we got round, I think it took us about 40 minutes to then park our car up.
Yeah.
We're 2 hours and 20 minutes.
which
and
should be plenty.
It used to be. 2 hours at an airport was all you needed, what have you.
Yeah.
Like, literally, skin of our teeth did we make the flight. We were the last ones through to check our bags in at that time.
It's unlucky.
That is very unlaggy. It was stressful, and I didn't get to go to duty free. I was devastated. I love that 45 minutes of coasting around, having a couple of cheeky tequilas, and then I didn't do that, and I don't do that unless it's a stag.
Oh God!
And then buying a couple of like bit of aftershave and enjoying the experience, get on the old plane.
I don't even think duty free gives you that much discount now, does it?
No, but it's enough.
You just hear it though,
We're
and it
going off
sounds
topic
great.
though.
I know,
We're
but
removing existence.
So, what was happened?
So are we removing this from existence?
I am.
Okay, I'll remove it.
To be fair,
Done.
Done.
Are you doing it?
I don't like waiting, so I could spend an hour in an airport and still have my experience and lose the waiting. I'm all for it.
Let's go.
Cool. Remove.
I'll
from...
sort that out.
Are you going to sort it out?
Making it happen.
I'll make it happen.
You've been on a few planes as well recently. You went to Barcelona, didn't you, on a plane? You must have hated it waiting.
Barcelona, Ibiza,
Oh yeah,
Dubai.
I forgot about that.
Greece. Not done bad, but I hate it.
Yeah, you have done some. Well travelled is Daryl.
Not really. It's Europe.
Not well travelled is Daryl. Okay, next
what are
one.
we going
Who's in next?
I think.
I think you should have the last one.
Okay.
Let's make this the last
I
one.
think you should go controversial.
Oh.
I would remove the education system.
Oh.
Go on.
Yeah, and just bring in a whole new system.
Okay, so you'd replace,
Yeah.
remove,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wait, yeah.
start
I'd remove
again.
the current education system.
And replace it with a new education system.
Yes.
Go on, elaborate.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah,
I
it's
thought you
just-
meant completely.
No,
and
no, I
nothing
just
else.
think the current education system's way too old-fashioned. I don't think it's changed in however many
Decades.
years. Yeah, decades. And I just think that we're completely different. The way we're living life now as a society is so different to how we were living life decades ago.
Yeah.
We're so much more advanced, and I just think that the education system could be so much better if we just updated it. So I'd remove the current education system and replace it with, obviously there needs to be an education system.
By doing that, you could still have similar topics or the same topics, but taught in a different way, right?
Yeah, and also
So-
adding topics in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like,
life skills.
yeah, like how to do your
things.
taxes, how to write an invoice, how to, do you know what I mean? Just all
Yeah.
these type of stuff that, like,
Should be
and
added
everyone's
into-
different. Obviously, some people go to school and what they learn there, they'll go into life and
Yeah,
pretty
of
much
course.
use. I'll be honest, I'd say I came out using 5% of what I learned in school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's built towards a
Yeah.
certain type of person,
Yeah.
I suppose,
Yeah.
in many respects.
But even that nowadays, I think, is like changing.
But
Yeah.
they
Like-
could be smart, right? So you can do taxes and mortgages and stuff like that quite easily with percentages. So there's a way of teaching people two things at the same time in building their skill set. So you still work on, right, this is worth 100k, you have to pay 5%. What is that 5%? But if you word it in a way that your mortgage is 5%, then they're learning about mortgages and the math side of things both at the same time.
It's almost bringing that stuff that you do cover when you're in the real world in and incorporate it within certain aspects of what you would learn. And
I actually think that people would have more interest in learning that stuff as well, as opposed to just giving them numbers, for example, and then just saying, right, what's the percent of that? It's got no context, no relevance.
Yeah.
I didn't know after coming out of school how to do an invoice. I didn't know anything about mortgages, or you learn it as adults, don't you? And it takes usually another adult who does something similar to teach you that.
Yes.
But really, I agree with you here, Kleins. The school system could be quite flawed.
Oh, look, listen, it
does work for some people.
I think that obviously there needs to be an education system. I'm not saying remove that. I'm just saying that remove the current one and bring in a whole new one updated for the current way.
And are we going to leave you in charge of sorting that?
No, not me.
He's not educated enough.
Yeah.
Nor am I.
Yeah.
And nor of you. I don't think. I think it would fall.
Self-educated.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But so many lessons which, look, if you're a more vocational learner, you're someone who's like more hands-on and stuff like that, and you're someone who learns in a way where you're better at learning when you do, like your CDT, textiles, food technology, PE, things where you get active and you are physically. Then when you're at school at the moment, at times people can only pick one from a certain area of those. They get bunched, don't they, for people for their options and stuff like that. How's that fair? If you could excel in 3 or 4 of these different areas, but you're being limited to what you can learn because you can't choose it or you can't pursue it because it's
even food tech at the minute
they don't allow you to.
Say again?
Even food tech. I remember doing that at school and thinking, I don't even like eating this stuff, but why don't you teach the basics of like how to fry an egg, or like just go back to real basics and just say like, right, scrambled egg, this is how you make it, boom, done. Right? And then build up. Like year 7.
I'm pretty sure they might even do that, but
I don't remember
I think
doing that.
that's so low level. I don't even think they're allowing that to go into it.
I was making fucking cheesecakes. I don't even like cheesecake. No one taught me other than my mum how to make scrambled egg and put the oven on and da-da-da. Done food tech, and I'm doing stuff I'd never cook.
I was part of the generation when they started healthy eating food tech, so the only thing I ever made was stuff like veggie pancakes, like vegetable pancakes.
Yeah.
Really?
And healthy cakes and shit like that. And it was like, I remember we made these muffins. They didn't have any sugar or any milk or flour, and they tasted like cardboard. And it's because it was like a healthy eating thing. And I was like, why? Why are we doing this? Like, it's just the most. Yeah.
I was making apple crumble, mate.
Oh.
You still love it today?
Oh, it's the best ever. That's the thing. Every time we would set something to make, I'd always just make apple crumble. I must have made apple crumble about 8 times. Again. Meant to be testing yourself, putting yourself out there, making spaghetti bolognese.
Oh, God, yeah.
But yeah, so back to what we're removing about existing, the education as it sits, as it is.
Yes.
So it can then change into something better.
Yes.
I'm in agreement.
I'm in agreement.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement.
Let's upskill everyone for life.
Darryl, Prime Minister.
No, thank you.
And on that note, guys, that brings us to the end of our podcast, the World's Worst podcast with Woody Kleiny and the manager. Thank you so much to everyone for watching. We really appreciate you all. If you want to see more podcasts from us, behind the scenes and all that good stuff, check us out on Patreon. We are over there, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.